and evidently Misty's live. Mama's like, listen, Mama's like, is she? I said, no, Mama. I said, they just do it whenever they want to do it. It's no big deal. So anyway, listen, hey, we are alive and praise God. I am so glad that y'all enjoyed let me see, morning. Let me see. There's nobody on here, I don't think, here. Let me see. Orion. It doesn't matter, they're gonna hear me anyway. And I'm gonna move my I'm so glad that y'all enjoyed what I shared yesterday. I'm telling y'all, people, it lit a fire in my spirit. I mean, a fire in my spirit, and that's what God's wanting to do. So I'm going to wait till a few more people get on here, and then I will tell you what my plans are today. We had talked about Dawn coming in I think at the beginning of the week and sharing her story about where she had encountered with evil spirits or ghosts or whatever. So this morning, and there's nobody, I think you and me, I don't see, well, there's three, Mom's probably on. So anyway, that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to wait a few minutes till a few more people come on. But first of all, I need to go to YouTube because I'm going to share. Well, let me go to me first, and I want to share out some of my. I want to share my lives.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Hi. So glad you're here this morning. I want to share this. Let me see. Share. I want to share this to a few people in Messenger. And no, that's a new message. Oh, Lord. Let me just, I copied it. So let me go to my Messenger. Oh. I want to share it to a couple people that maybe will come on this morning and give us some thoughts or whatever. And I can't find her on this one. But it will be okay. It won't be but a second. Well, she's probably working. Paste. All right, paste. I'm going to have to go back and do it again.
We need a computer guy.
Well, I got the laptop, but if I go and I can do it on there, I think. But no, I don't want to see. That says invite. But what about share screen? What screen? Share screen. Would that share? Hey, everybody, we have to buy this product. If it's a drink or what it is, buy GOYA.
I didn't know they had that kind of drink.
Well, I went to that store yesterday. Remember I told you? And they had 3 different kinds. This one, a strawberry, and I don't know what this one is, but I bought one of each. And then I bought, good morning, Val. We're getting ready to get started. And then I bought a hot sauce because Jeff loves hot sauce. And he doesn't have that brand. So I bought that for him. Yes. Anyway, let me see if I can tag a few people. So let me cut the volume down. And Dawn, do you want to go? You can. I know. Let me see. Give me a minute, and I want to tag somebody. No, I can't. How can I do that? Close it. Okay. All right. Share. I want to share this, and I want to share it. Wait a minute. Share. Copy the link. Okay, it's copied. And then let me go to my Messenger and look at one person I want to share especially. paste it. Okay. And really, that's the only one really that I had in mind to share this morning. Well, I don't know. I could paste a couple more and just see what happens. It don't matter. Wake up these California people.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, they want.
Hey.
Hey, they want me to stay up. So let's wake you up here. Get up out of bed. They want me to stay up to 3:00 in the morning. Hey, get up. I'm just kidding, guys. Y'all know that. Y'all know I love you. I love you, California people. Let me see. Let me find Becky.
Oh, that's funny because it's
I
so
need to
true.
get Becky. Where is she at? She's the one that needs. Oh, she showed right up. She's the one that needs to get out of the bed. There she is. Wake up, Becky. She comes in sometimes anyway. All right, I've done my sharing. So
All right.
now let me get to what I'm going to do. Today is Friday, and you guys know if you're regular that we do special things, certain different things on Friday. And so today I have a special guest, Dawn. And at the end of, and see, I'm sitting in this chair and it's not going to work at all. At the end of, let me see if I'll push this down. I'm going to share another video because my title was, Do We Believe in Witchcraft? So I'm going to share a video, and it's a short video. It's not as long as the one yesterday. And then after that, then I'm going to let Dawn give her testimony. Okay? All right. So, and it's going to be the same man that was on yesterday, but he will tell you, I'll let him explain it. And then you'll get to know who Carmen is. Let me find it, and then I'm going to share that. And what I'm going to do, Dawn, is put, I'm going to put me big, and then I'm just going to do black, okay?
Okay.
Let me see. I don't want you so low. I'm going to do me big, and then I'm going to do black while I am doing this. And then just make sure, Dawn, you comment. Hello, I'm here. So
Okay.
know, and that's what I was doing. I've got to find the one I'm looking for, so I've got to go back to the library, and it won't take me but a second. I woke up this morning, and my husband sent me this thing on Messenger, and there's a church that I have to share this because, oh my God, oh Jesus. I'm telling you, the Spirit of God is moving on this earth, and He is opening up doors. He sent me a video, a messenger about. I've got to have a drink. Have a drink. Have a drink. My mouth is hurting. It ain't bad. But anyway, he sent me a messenger, and it said Rankin Creek Church, and that church is above me, and that's where my father-in-law is buried. You know, the family has burial plots there, and I didn't know whether they had church or not. But the pastor, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, he's taking care of another church, him and his son, and that church is abandoned. There's nobody in it. So he did a video, and I'm going to share that Monday morning. I'm going to share that Monday morning. And he said that God told him that, you know, that church, I mean, you know, he walked in, found a hymn. I mean, they take care of the graveyard. But the church, there's nobody having service in it. So it's been abandoned. And he was saying that, you know, that God gave him that word, abandonment. that I think that's the word, that, we have abandoned God. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to share that Monday.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one.
I'm going to share that Monday morning because, and my husband shared it to me, and it's like, oh my God. And it's not that he did it, but it was just what I needed this morning to get me going again. The Spirit of God, because I'm telling you, and the man, I can't believe who it is actually, the preacher is actually a young man that was in the church when I went to the Mennonite church, and my boys were in the Mennonite church, and I was going to the Mennonite church, and him and his wife and son attended that church. And now he is a pastor, and he is on fire for God, and it just lit me up. I can't help it.
That's awesome.
It is. I can't help it. I can't help it. I just got to tell it like it is. Okay, guys, I'm going to share this video. And then, like I said, it won't be long. And then after that, I'm going to let Dawn give her testimony. I have to find it. Okay, here it is. I'm going to go black. Let me see. How do I go black? Let me see. Oh, stop cam. Okay. All right, guys. Let me take it back and let me turn up. Wow, you got to hear it.
And then it dealt with an actual
all right, hold on a minute. And I'm going to put it full. Well, you know what? I don't want to go black because I want you to see it. So hold on a minute.
Absolutely true.
How do I do that? Go back, Lindsay.
A chapel service at ORU.
Okay.
And the guest singer that day was Carmen. And he was at the piano.
You can't see it very well, but
can you imagine that was a crew that day?
I'm gonna let you. I'll hold it up here a little bit.
About to preach, and
I'll
Carmen.
tell you what. I'm gonna bring my computer down and hold it up just for this purpose. Hold on a minute, guys, so you can hear it. And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, and I'm gonna stop again.
But Isaac Bonwitz is a real person.
I gotta make sure it's loud.
Was one of the only
Let me unplug it.
An accredited Bachelor of Arts degree from UC Berkeley.
All right, we got to go back because you got to learn about this man. Okay. No, I didn't stop it. Give me a second. Where'd you go, YouTube? Go. Why didn't you come on? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I missed it. Let me see. A witch's invitation. No. Oh, it is going to give. It don't want to be played. See there? Hold on a minute. Let me take it up a little bit.
Brother Mario,
there we go.
Many years ago, there was a song called "The Witch's Invitation," and that it dealt with an actual experience that you had encountered. Is that true?
I don't want y'all to see that.
Absolutely true. I was doing a chapel service at ORU, and the guest singer that day was Carmen, and he was at the piano, and Oral Roberts was there. Can you imagine? That was a crew that day. And so I was about to preach, and Carmen sang a song, and then he decided to stay at the piano. And I began to tell the story of Isaac Bonwitz. He was called Isaac Horowitz in the video. But Isaac Bonwitz is a real person who was one of the only people to get an accredited Bachelor of Arts degree from UC Berkeley with a major in witchcraft. And he had a house with the walls painted black. He had every form of magic, witchcraft, sorcery. And one day I met him on the streets. He had a full-length crepe robe on, crepe velvet, and he was carrying a human skull, and he had a sword. Well, that stands out. And he walked up. Yeah, he came up to me, and I was witnessing on the streets in Berkeley, and he handed me his card, and he said, "I'd like you to come visit me." one day because I'd like to compare Christianity with witchcraft. So I took the card, and it had strange artwork on it. I laughed and went home, forgot about it. Then I got a letter, just like in the video that Carmen did. And that letter had the decorations on it, and it said, I'd like to meet with you. And so I decided to crumple it up and throw it away in the wastebasket. And as the wad of paper was in the air, God said, I want you to go. And that's when I went up to his house. It looked like the Addams family. And I went through the gate, and he put me in this overstuffed chair, and he gave me some kind of tea with stuff floating on top of it. And so I avoided drinking it. And then he came out with a massive leather-bound book, and he was talking about all the people that he had cursed, people that he had used incantations, potions, and all this stuff. And then he came in front of the chair, put the leather-bound book, closed it up, put it on my lap, and then leaned on the arms and brought his face near mine, and he said, what can your God do that compared with this? And I want to tell you, I got nothing. I was like, I was a blank sheet of paper. And I looked up to God, and I repented. I said, Lord, forgive me for being an embarrassment. And when I said that, the Holy Spirit came upon me. And God said, do not put me to a stupid test. And the devil has as much potential to stand against God as an amoeba to survive on the surface of the sun.
I'm here, guys.
And I sat there thinking, well, then what do you want me to compare? And that's when it downloaded. I looked at Isaac and I said, I'm not going to compare God and the devil. That's not a comparison, but I will compare you and me. And he looked at me kind of quizzically, and I said, I'm going to compare you and I on the day we die. I'm going to put me in my deathbed, and I want to imagine you in your deathbed. And I said, you look around these walls, and you have made covenants with darkness. You made so many agreements with so many devils, and they all own markers. They have a right to you. You've given them that right.
Good morning,
And on the
West
day
Side,
you die,
Gary.
they're going to come for you. And I wonder which of these things in this book you're going to say out loud to stop them.
Good
And I
morning,
threw the
Myra.
book at him, literally. And I said, I know what I'm going to say. Satan, you cannot have me. I've been washed in the blood of Christ. I am saved by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony. And he got so angry, he backed off and he was grabbing the leather book like it was a security book. And he said, you must leave now. He said, you got to get out now. And he threw me out. And he had wives. And one of his wives got saved.
Really?
And Isaac's wives got saved. And she later contacted us and said that was the most terrifying experience of his life. And I love it the way Carmen had it. He had it in his own line on the end. He said, next time think twice before you rumble with a man of God. That didn't happen.
That's amazing. I've never known that. It's always been a favorite of mine. And then, of course, you've always been one of my favorite ministers. And to put those two together, it was truly a dream come true. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes.
Okay, guys. That was a true story. And if you look up just Carmen, Carmon, I think that is, or you can find that video online and you can watch it. The minister in the chair was the minister that it actually happened to. And then I'm making a place to put my computer back up here late. I'm sorry. And actually, and then Carmen, like he said, was he was a magician. Well, no, musician, not much. And he made a video of that. And so that is, let me bring Dawn back up here. I'm sorry, Dawn. So it is your decision. Do you believe in witchcraft or not? I'm just saying. I know there is that's a true story, and that is the man that was giving us what. Anyway, I'm not. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, what I want to do, I want to make Dawn big, and I want to pray, and then I want Dawn to give her testimony of how God is working in her life, and then she has her testimony to share. So, Dawn, Dawn and I just can't help it. Her and I have connected. We're like sisters. A younger, we're friends.
I'm a much younger sister.
Yeah, and
I'm only 21.
We confide in each other. We pray with each other. And I'm just telling you, you couldn't find a better friend to put your trust in than to put your trust in this woman, Dawn Lane. So I'm going to
cry. No.
I don't want you to cry. It's the truth. And the God says to uplift the ones that needs to be uplifted. And I'm just going to uplift you and tell the truth. So I'm going to make her big, and she's going to give us her testimony. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'll give a little bit of a background story to my upbringing, and then I'm going to get into a story about a haunted house I used to live in, full of spirits, and how all that happened and what happened with that whole story. As far as a background story, I was raised by my aunt and uncle. I was adopted, and my twin sister, me, and my little brother, we were adopted and into a family. They were very, still are very religious. They're Christians, but very strict. There was abuse in the home. There was, different issues. My dad's side of the family, my adopted dad, my real dad and my adopted dad were brothers. Okay, so my adopted dad, he was my uncle, but they adopted us. And so we grew up kind of like outsiders, so to speak. That's kind of how that worked out. We had many brothers and sisters, and so it was like a combination family. And usually when that happens, you have many fights and disagreements, and we certainly had them, because everybody came from different backgrounds, different parents, and you're all like mushed together. And so when I was around 8, around 7 or 8, that's when I was laying in my bed one night, and I became saved. I asked the Lord into my heart, and so then from there, I wanted answers why life was so hard, was so bad. But you don't necessarily get the answers. You just kind of endure what you endure. And you don't always have answers. You just go on. And when we were little, we moved into this farmhouse. There was this old farmhouse. And in the back, there was a barn. We had another shed, lots of acreage. We had a big potato field. And we had lots of animals. So We had the horses, the cows, the goats, the chickens, you name it. And growing up in this house, a lot of things tended to happen that were unexplainable. And, it just, all of us, we didn't know what to think at first. But then it became pretty clear that the house was haunted. So, anyway, we would be, upstairs because it was a 2-story house. And we would hear, like somebody walking up and down the steps. And of course, there was nobody there. Different times we would see the lights turning on and off on their own. Fuses would burst, stuff like that. Kind of like the lamp shades, the glass like chandelier would move and clang around. And there was no breeze or wind, going through the house, that sort of thing. And sometimes you would hear a loud noise, like a smacking noise, or just some sort of loud noise. And our parents always thought, especially at night, when we were supposed to be in bed going to sleep, they always thought we were the ones that was up running around. And of course, it wasn't us. And so we would get beat for, that noise. It wasn't us, but like I said, it was the spirits. And it was awful. And eventually, it just, things kept getting worse. And the situations kept happening more frequent until finally, my twin sister and I, we shared a bedroom. We had to share everything. Growing up, being twins, you literally share everything. And so we were laying in bed one night, and all of a sudden, we had a lamp above, like in the middle of the room, not quite above our bed, but in the middle of the room. All of a sudden, it started to glow red. Like we were still awake, and the light, it's like all of a sudden the room turned red, and we couldn't figure it out. And finally, we looked up at the lampshade, and there was a demon. What it was is a red figure. The eyes and the mouth were just black, like holes, where the eyes and the mouth were supposed to be. And they were looking down at us in the lampshade. And so it turned the whole room red. They were like a red figure. And they were watching us. And this started to happen, every night. We would also see them in the window. And you could see like the black shadow formed their fingers, and they were like this looking in our windows. We had big windows in that bedroom, and they would look in on us, and sometimes they would laugh, and sometimes, and we were little kids. I mean, we were little. We didn't know what they were. And we would yell at these demons, to get out, get away from us, because we didn't understand. And it happened every night. And, it got really, really bad. Like every day we were getting in trouble because, mom and dad thought that the noises were coming from us. And we were supposed to be, doing something or going to bed. And, they thought it was us. So we were in trouble all the time. Finally, our older sisters seen things happen and witnessed it. And so when they told mom and dad, then finally, they perked up and listened. And in my older sister's bedroom, we had the attic. And it was just like you see on the movies, one of those old timey attics, everything wood and cobwebs and scary and creepy. We had an attic like that. And finally, they were hearing noises out of that attic and everything. And so one time, Mom went into the attic and she discovered all these different artifacts from like Africa. I think it was from Africa or some other country anyway. And they were different statues of, like weird mask and figurines and statues made out of wood. And I can't remember if there were any that were ceramic, but just a whole bunch. I mean, a whole big pile of different statues. I don't know if, Buddha. I almost want to say there was a Buddha in there, but I'm not sure. I don't quote me on exactly what certain types of, gods and spiritual beings from other religions were in there, but they were of, like I said, just different characters from other religions and whatever country it was from. So Mom decided to, obviously the people that lived there before had them in the attic, and either A, they forgot to take them, or B, they just didn't want them. And they left them in the attic. They left a whole bunch of stuff. And Mom and Dad, like I said, we moved in there, and I don't know if they went through the attic beforehand, but they just didn't do anything about it. So these statues and figurines, they were left in there. And so Mom took all of these statues, all of these figurines, she took them all out, and she took them out to the yard, and she had a big old bonfire. She just, she knew then, once she figured out that all these artifacts were in this attic, she knew that was the cause. And so she took all these statues of these different gods and beings from another country that people worshiped or believed in or whatever, and she took them all out and had a big old bonfire. Well, of course, that ended. We no longer seen any more demons. There was no noises going up and down the steps. Everything ended, right? All the chaos in the house that was run by these spirits and demons, they were gone. Well, then my mom, after that, I mean, I can remember we went to church, because we went to church every, Sunday, every Wednesday night, every Sunday night, every Sunday morning. We were those kind of people. And so we were there every time the church doors were open. And I remember we went to church after that, and the pastor had all of us bring any, statues or figurines or anything. He also had us bring like records, CDs, anything, that was like satanic music or anything that was satanic, we brought and had a big old bonfire at the church and burn it all, and had a big, ceremony. And so I personally, from this experience, will tell you that at least in my life, I did witness actual demons. They were real. I was not the only one that seen them. And it wasn't just evil spirits. It was actual demons that inhabited this home because of all these gods and figurines that these people worship that used to live there. And once we set it all on fire and had a big, ceremony and prayer and all that, it was gone. that ended everything. And I will say that when you go to purchase things for your home, such as statues, figurines, weird mask, that you really study about what it is you're buying first. Find out its origin, if it is some sort of god or something that is worshipped in other countries as a god, and really do your homework, because you don't want to bring these spirits into your home. And it is real, people. It really is. I mean, it happened to me. You don't have to believe my story. You don't, I mean, certainly I'm just one out of a gazillion people in the world. But I know it happened to me. I know it was real. I know, yes, I lived through it. And I will tell you that we need to be mindful even of what we put in our home as house decor, as, different items. You really need to be mindful of what you're putting in your home, because you can unknowingly bring spirits and demons into your home. And that was a lesson for me in my life. I do not have Buddhas or any statues of any sort in my home. Um, I just, anything that depicts something that people worship, I do not have in my home. Now, to each his own. Whatever you do in your own home is your business. I personally learned from that experience, because obviously I don't want to live in a haunted house full of evil spirits every day, shifting through my house, making noises and chaos. And I mean, we would have nightmares. We went through a lot, just a lot. That home brought a lot of hardship, sadness, a lot of fear, because when you bring in idols that people worship, and these things happen, there's a fear. I mean, you're walking around and it sounds like there's a stranger. We were little kids. At first, we thought it was a stranger in our home. We were scared to death. We didn't understand. So just really be mindful of what you purchase and put in your home. What does it represent? What items do you have on your wall? What items do you have on your shelf? What do they represent? If there's something of a religion, maybe it's voodoo. I don't know if these artifacts, if somebody had a curse on them, if a witch owned them, if like a voodoo doctor or whatever, I don't know. Here's what I will tell you. Be mindful and pay attention and do your research on what you bring into your home. Because even a figurine, a mask, a wall hanging can bring spirits into your home that are not nice. They're not friendly. They're awful. And they create nothing but chaos. So just be mindful of that. Okay, it really did happen to me. Like I said, I'm just one out of a gazillion people. You don't have to believe my story. Certainly, I know there's other people that have stories, but this really did happen to me, regardless of whether you believe it. And, you have to dispose of them. You have to get rid of them. You have to,
Excuse me, Dawn.
yeah.
Once you complete, would you tell the people what God's doing in your life now?
Sure.
Okay.
Right now, well, I guess I'll start from before I came into the jewelry community. I was kind of a depressed person because I needed to get a job, and I wasn't, I was filling out applications and I was going to job interviews and I wasn't getting anywhere. Oh, you're welcome. And I got depressed. Okay, before I met all of you, I believe it or not, I was a depressed person. I was like, oh, I need a job. I feel useless. I feel like just a horrible person because I don't have a job. And one day I was flipping through my phone and on my YouTube feed came up a jewelry box or jewelry unboxing is what it was called. And I believe it was Thelma Thrift. You guys all know her. She has thousands of subs. She's big in the eBay world. She's a reseller. She sells on like Poshmark, eBay, those sorts of sites. And she also sells on her Facebook page. Well, I watched her unboxing and I like jewelry, but I never like loved it, like was enamored with it until I started watching. And then I got hooked pretty quick. I got pretty much addicted, and I found out people had auctions and they were selling. And I started meeting all of you, but I was shy. I know. And you guys are like, was this really Dawn? She was depressed and shy. It really was me. I was shy. I didn't say hi even till forever. And I started saying hi. I started to say, how are you? Good, I'm good. And eventually I met all of you. I started to go to your auctions, and I'm telling you, I know it was by God. He gave me the business. Now I'm a reseller. You guys that come to my channel, I have auctions on Wednesday and Sunday nights. And I'm telling you, it was a godsend. It really, really was a godsend. I was a depressed person. I just didn't know. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't get a job. Nobody's hiring me. Like I said, I felt worthless. I felt useless. I felt like, people are going to think I'm a deadbeat, and I just, I don't want to work. And that wasn't the case. I just couldn't get a job. And he brought this into my life, and look where I'm at. I met all of you wonderful people, and Blandine, certainly, like she said, we're like sisters. We're really close. And I am so thankful for you guys in my life. You guys know I love having fun, cutting up. I love joking around. I love spending time with all of you. And right now, my journey is whatever God wants me to do. I'm there. I'm going to be a yes woman. It may seem odd what he tells us to do. It may seem wackadoodle, but you know what? In the end, it works out. I met all of you people, and I am happier for it. Look at me. I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I am not miserable. I am not sad. I am not depressed. And if you don't want to be depressed, ask God into your heart and say, hey, this is joy, guys. Tears of joy. Don't worry. Don't mind me, Blandine. Don't mind me. But I am happy. I am happy I met you guys, right? So, you can be happy too. If you are depressed, hey, you know what? There's something you can do about it. Okay. And when you find God, you will find that peace. You will no longer be that depressed, cooped up person. I was. If you guys are lonely, I can tell you forever, I was that way. I thought, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? Well, this weird video came up about unboxing. I'm telling you, to me, it was weird. If you guys knew me back then, you would be like, why is she watching a jewelry unboxing channel? Where they just open up a box of jewelry. And I know to a lot of people it seems boring, right? Because, you're just opening jewelry. But she brought me into a world that I really didn't know existed with jewelry. I mean, I like jewelry. I had jewelry, but I didn't know, what I know now. Like how great, how beautiful, how it originates, the makers. You know what I mean? So please, 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 if you are depressed, get a hold of me. Get a hold of Blandine. Get a hold of somebody that you can confide in. and share your thoughts and ideas. And, there's hope. You don't have to be depressed. I'm not depressed. I have, I'm not rich. I'm not, certainly, I'm not, I don't have a yacht uh, parked out on my beach house. I don't have, I don't have a mansion and, gold galore, but I'm happy. You don't have to have all those things to be happy. So if you are depressed, if you are, going through something, if you are lonely, you know, um, speak to somebody that might could help. And like I said, call out to God. What's it going to hurt? I mean, look, you're already depressed now. Honestly, what's it going to hurt to say a prayer and ask God to help you figure life out? Because I tell you, I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I found all you guys. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that awesome? Blandine, think about if I never met you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You
No,
wouldn't have a silly, crazy
Oh,
girl.
no, me too.
in your
Let me
life.
back
What
up.
would you do?
Let me back up here, yeah.
But you guys know what I mean. I mean, you don't have to be depressed. You don't have to go through the day and wonder how you're going to get through it.
But no,
Um,
there's a serious of there was a comment made, and it was I want to address it.
frugal. Yes, I totally.
You know, we do understand because I'm gonna tell you, I take medication for severe depression.
Right.
I take medication. I just want to say this because of the comment that was made.
Yeah.
I was going to tell her, that it is true. And let me finish my comment that you did not mean it that way. And, I don't want anybody to take it that way. Dawn was not down deep in depression. Dawn had just was depressed and got free from depressed. Now there's a difference between there's a difference between there. I mean, I have medication, okay, and I'm on it every day. And sometimes if I feel like I'm going to be depressed, I can go to bed and I can choose to lay there and let that depression spirit come up on me. Or I can choose to say, "What are you doing, stupid? Get up!" But that's me, and that's Dawn. She has something else that has come into her life, and God has given her the channel because she was depressed because she needed a job, she needed money, she needed an income to help her and her roommate, or else their water bill was going to be cut off. Their lights were going to be cut off. I mean, they may have been cut off. And so, yes, that's why Dawn was depressed. And when she met the community, then she realized she could sell jewelry. And she wasn't able to go out and do a job. She wasn't able to go out into the world and do a physical job because of certain things in her life. But the jewelry community gave her a light to look forward to, and it ended this depression because give her something to look forward to. Oh, now I can make money to help my family. Now I can make money to pay my light bill. Now I can not have my water cut off. Now I have money to help pay my rent. So there is a difference in letting in depression coming upon you for a certain reason. And I don't want you to take Dawn wrong, because God can deliver you from depression. But like I said, I am a person. I am diagnosed with severe depression, severe anxiety, severe whatever. And I do take medicine for it, but it is under control. And the simple reason I'm saying this is, and I don't want to put anyone down, but like I said, I've done it. I've done it before. Your emotions sometimes, and there is mental illness. It is. It was in the Bible. I mean, um, there is, but say if you're on a job, and I'm just giving you an example. You're on a job and you want to go home and say, I don't feel good. I'm sick. I'm sick. Well, you can make yourself sick, and then you go home. It's sometimes it's an emotion thing, but please don't take her wrong in what she's saying.
Yeah, frugal.
Like I said, I am on medication, and my doctor has worked with me, and but I am at the point, I can choose to let depression take over me, or I can choose to get up and go. Now, with fibromyalgia, that's a different thing, because I can't choose that, because fibromyalgia will put me in the bed, and I can try to be looking at something on YouTube, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at my phone, and I apologize for that. I can try to be watching somebody, and I'll just snap out of it, and I'll fall asleep. I don't have any control over that. There's no medication yet been formed to control fibromyalgia, and it hits people in different ways. When the weather changes, when it rains, or somebody could stomp their toe. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to be attacked by this, and it does. It attacks me. I can't stay awake. I'll sleep all day long, and then half the next day. And sometimes it's because I have overworked myself and caused it to flare up. So there is a flare up in fibromyalgia, and I cannot control that. But thank God I can control my depression. And by the grace of God, it's the grace of God. Only the grace of God in my life, that He has brought me through everything I've gone through. Everything. And now He has given me a new fire built up in my bones. That's all I can say. So all I can say is y'all watch out. Y'all watch out, because God's getting ready to move. And go ahead, Dawn. I'm sorry. I just had to make
That's
I had to make that clear, and people do have depression, and they do take medicine for it, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes, I did want to mention that. There is nothing wrong. I certainly do not want to take away from medication that helps with depression. God made man to have an awesome brain that he can then create things that can help man with illnesses. Hi, Jenny, welcome. Hi, Patricia, beautiful colors. Thank you so much for being here. Frugal, definitely. I understand that there are those that need to take medication. I certainly don't take away from that at all. My personal experience, this is not anybody else's experience, just my own. Like Blandine said, I was depressed because we had bills stacking up, right? And I was beside myself, because I thought, why, God, am I not getting a job? What am I doing wrong? And then I kept looking at myself. Can I dress up nicer? Can I put more makeup on? Maybe that'll get, I was just going through all these weird things because I was out of luck. I didn't have a job, and I really, really got depressed. There were times, I just didn't want to get out of bed. I wanted to just lay in bed and just put the covers over my head and say, I'm going to bed, And hopefully when I wake up, I'll feel better because I was just that upset. And like I said, it was just a personal experience that I went through. When I found you guys in the jewelry community, I tell you what, it was like a light bulb turned on, literally, because I just had this urge in me, like to resell. I just felt like I was led that this was the avenue I was supposed to go down. I was supposed to go down this path. At least for now, I don't know how long, I'm supposed to go down it, but it certainly, I mean, look, it led me to all of you. I have enjoyed the journey, both good and bad. And like I said, frugal, definitely, I totally agree with you about medication. There, hey, people need medication to regulate, to help um, the side effects from depression, certainly, and I do not take away from that at all. Like I said, I was just giving my own personal experience, and there's certainly no shame and no, I don't want anybody to feel like there's any shame. And yes, it's true. Sometimes we can pray all we want, and whatever illness we have, we still have it when we wake up the next day. We may never know the reason why until we meet Jesus again. And we die of our physical being. So I mean, we may never have the answers why we suffer from this illness or that one. I have different situations in my own life. I'm not going to get into them, but and it is easy to question and wonder, and you definitely get depressed when you have health issues. Certainly, that is many, many people in the world. I just wanted people to know, from my experience, that definitely, although I have different areas in my life that are not perfect, certainly, and I do have some health issues or whatnot, that God has helped me through it, because I can easily get to a place where I feel defeated and I feel like I can't go one more step forward, so to speak. But like I said, I certainly don't take away anybody that needs medication. Certainly, please take it. It is needed and it does help. And you're right. Sometimes all the prayer in the world doesn't do anything. You still have that illness or that disease or that disorder. Sometimes you're healed of it, and sometimes you have to struggle with that burden every day of your life. I just want you to know, like I said, from my personal experience, how I personally dealt with things. And you can certainly make your own decisions on how you want to. I just want you to know that me and Blandine are here for you. If you would like to talk about it, I mean, just to even vent, we are here for you, and certainly we will listen to what you have to say, and we could help you in any way that we know. But certainly you could ask another friend in the chat or somebody else in your life that you know and trust, and hopefully they can help you as well. But I just want you to know, in my life, I'm glad Blandine gave me the floor today to talk about my experience with demons, with spirits. And I just want you to know, like I said, certainly think about your purchases, believe it or not.
God, what is he doing now? What is your, he has sparked a fire up in your soul. Tell us.
Yes.
Tell us.
I have been on a journey right now. I talk to you guys about self-evaluation. I've been looking at myself saying, you know what, you need to change this. You need to work on this. And when I created that Dawn's Delight group, which I hope you guys can definitely enter my group. It's because God wants to show me that no matter who's doing what to me, no matter who's trying to take me down verbally or my business or whatever, it doesn't matter. I am supposed to love them. I'm supposed to love them regardless, because God loved me regardless of my past, regardless of all the stuff that I used to be involved in. And I was involved in a lot of stuff. Trust me, that's a whole nother story. But, um, you know, he put in me to try to show the community love. That's all I want to do. You guys know I like to have fun. I like to joke around, but I want you to know I love you no matter what's happened in the past. If we've had a bad episode, if we did not see eye to eye on something, it doesn't matter. I still love you. And God is showing me a lot of things. He's giving me the discernment to talk to certain people, and certain people, he's giving me the discernment to stay away from them. And he will do that for you too. It's not something he only gave me. He will give you that gift as well if you trust and believe. And Blandy knows. I know revival's on its way. I'm excited about it because it's going to take over this world, and it's coming soon. So be prepared, because you don't know what's going to happen today. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So get prepared, because it's on its way, and you don't have to believe in it. Certainly, it's up to you, but just know that's where I am. Blandine and I, when we feel a calling, we go for it now. When we feel led to do or speak, I'm not going to be scared of what people think. I'm not going to be worried. If you think I'm a crazy person, hey, whatever. And sometimes I am a little crazy. But I want to do what I'm supposed to do, what he wants me to do. And right now, what he wants is for me to be in this community and plug away at my business and speak to whoever needs help or needs just a listening ear. I'm not some theologian. I'm not some scholar. I'm just an ordinary Dawn Lane. Okay. I'm as ordinary as you get. Okay. And, but I do know one thing I can do is listen. So if you just need to vent, hey, get a hold of me, TRBL5 at Yahoo. Get a hold of me at Dawn Lane on Facebook. If you have my phone number, give me a ring and I will listen, certainly if I'm not busy. And thank you, Blandine, for having me.
You're welcome, honey. I'm so glad that you were able to share. And I know this has blessed so many people. And, God's leading this channel in a different direction. Because the Holy Spirit, is coming out. People are not going to stop God from coming out now. It's kind of like he's been shut down. But I have a fire in my bones, and I know that comes back from a long time ago, from being in the church. And I can't live like this anymore. I can't live in the middle anymore. I can't live lukewarm anymore. I have got to get that fire for God. And it's coming. The channel is going to change. I may share more videos of the truth of God. I'm not pity-patting around. I'm sorry. I can't. I've got to tell you the truth. I've got to tell you that Jesus is coming. I got to tell you that he loves you. I got to tell you that he died on the cross for you. God sent his son to the earth to die on the cross for you, for your sins. And he loves you more than anybody in this world. And I've got to tell you that. And I've got to share that with you. And I've got so much love for y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. And I have got to tell you the truth. I can't sit back and I can't sit back and say no. I can't sit back. And the video yesterday, when I heard that, that just lit a fire the fire that I needed. That we need the Holy Spirit in the world again. The Holy Spirit needs to be lit. When Jesus went back when Jesus went to heaven, he told the disciples to wait, and I will send you a gift from heaven. And he sent the Spirit of God. He sent the Spirit. People, we are spirits. You know, when we die, our body is gonna rot and stink in our bones. What is inside of us is the Spirit. And it can be the Spirit of God, or it's going to be the spirit of the devil. And we have to choose one or the other. And, and the road is straight and narrow, and people are dying and going to hell. And God is calling his church back to him. And I just know it. People say, I don't believe there's going to be a revival. I've heard people say, I believe this is it. I don't think there's going to be a revival. I don't. Well, I'm sorry, I disagree. I believe it is, because I can feel it up in myself. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it. And Don can feel it.
I'm telling you guys.
We're 2 or 3 joined together, and she got so excited just the other day talking to me on the phone. I knew exactly that God had filled her with the Holy Ghost, and that she has the Spirit and God living in her, and she's ready to let it go. And that's all I have to say. I thank y'all. I have to end it because I've got to pick my mom up and take her to the store. But thank each and every one of y'all for coming in today. It's showing 15 people, and I see new people. I see Jenny, and I'm just so thankful that y'all come to listen to our stories and listen to what God's doing in our life. People don't have God. They don't know. It's okay to have a business, but we have to take time, and we have to talk. We have to spend time with God. If you don't know you have to read the Bible. The Bible's will tell you what to do, because that's how he speaks to us, is through the word. The Bible is the living word of God.
Right.
No, oh my gosh, it's so much in there. Once you start reading, it just comes alive, and it's like, oh, let me see this, let me see that. You just have to let the Spirit of God lead you. And thank you, Angie and Myra. Angie, I'm telling y'all, if somebody would drop Angie's channel, that woman prays her heart out for people. She prays for each and every one of you. I have heard her call names from our jewelry committee. Myra, if you could you drop Angie's channel? And I'm telling you, and she lives with chronic pain, but she calls your name out. She calls your name out, and to God too. And she goes by list. If it's chronic pain, or if it's whatever it is, you're on a list, and she calls out your name to the Lord. So anyway, I just want to say, I want to get her channel dropped before. I don't know if she dropped it or not. I can't see.
Yeah, thank you all for your
Myra dropped that channel, and y'all just go and subscribe to her channel, and just sit there and listen to. If I'm telling you.
Thank you, Myra.
Pray with her. Thank you, Myra, so much.
Support each other, guys. I'm telling you, support.
Yeah. Jenny, you can drop your channel, honey. If no one's, Jenny is another. She sells jewelry. Angie, she's another one. That sells jewelry. We do sell jewelry. I've been going on other people's channels and selling it, because I've been wanting to really focus on this channel being my main channel. There's sometimes I go on and I goof off with other people, Hey.
Oh, guys, you know,
have
video.
fun.
Landine and I have some videos where you guys got to watch videos where we just take stuff off the wall and sell it.
Yeah,
We're going to have more of those videos,
yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah,
Be
there's
prepared.
Jenny's channel, and anybody that's a reseller, you can drop your channel. And y'all subscribe to Jenny. Beautiful Colors has a channel.
Yes.
They're a reseller. They sell sterling silver.
Her husband, yes.
Drop your channel, sweetie.
Oh, and Sonia, I want to give a shout out to Sonia, Sanja sent me some friend mail. She sent me 2 beautiful, beautiful tops, blouses, and
Oh,
she sent me 3 pairs of earrings. Sanja,
that was so sweet.
thank you so much for being an awesome person. I'm gonna wear that shirt. I'll try to wear one of them Sunday, so you guys can see me Sunday night. I have already wore the one shirt, but I got to wear the other one. Thank you guys so much for your support and your love, and for supporting Blandine. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we can. Yeah, we can do your jewelry. Just get a hold with me. You can get a hold with me, and somehow or another, I know some people. You can either send it to me or send it or take pictures, and if somebody buys it, then I don't know. There's some way we can help you out, Angie. If you're not, leave me a message. Somehow or another, I need to get your phone number. So I don't know if I'm friends with you on Facebook or not, but somehow I need to send you a message.
Angie just put in there that she doesn't like selling stuff, but
You
she feels
contact
kind of
me.
called. I'm going to tell you another experience about this before we close. I have an ex that is a car salesman, okay? And I always used to pick on him about, oh, salesmen. I hate salesmen. I hate salespeople. They're just so awful, and they're pushy and they're shovey, and they try to get you to buy stuff. And fast forward to now, I'm selling jewelry and all kinds of stuff. I'm telling you right from the horse's mouth, Angie, if I can do it and I can sell, you can. Because I'm telling you, I was one of those anti-salespeople people. Even though back in the day, I used to sell Avon, I used to sell Melaleuca.
Oh, I did too.
If you feel led to sell, I mean, I had the urge. I started buying stuff every month, buying my equipment, my tripods, my camera, every month until I got all my equipment and started to sell this year. I never thought I'd be a salesperson either, but here I am, driving you people nuts selling my stuff. So that's just a little tidbit that even if you don't like salespeople or like selling stuff much, not selling people. Whoa, I said selling people. I don't mean selling people. Please do not do that.
Yeah, I wrote my phone number down. Anybody that wants to copy that and needs to get in touch with me, do that, and then I will take it down. Angie, anybody, I got my phone number down. So
Beautiful colors. Let me see if I should be able to post your link. Just a second.
Yeah.
I will put your link in.
Yeah, and tell me when you've got my phone number and I can take it down. I'll take it down. Just write it down, take a snapshot or something. And please contact me through, you can just text me. I try to answer the phone calls. Sometimes I get so many calls, sometimes I don't answer them. But once I get your number in, I can put you in my contacts, then I'll know who you are. But I think now I need to answer that phone because it could be somebody on YouTube. Or sometimes I just, I reject it because I know it's a sales call. Okay, so I'm going to take my phone number down now, and I hope everyone got it. If they need to contact me, um, and if not, I can put it back up. But anyway, yeah. Did you share that? Don just shared share bright lights.
I just shared a beautiful
Yeah, beautiful colors. Okay,
yeah,
and that's her link. And she doesn't have very many subscribers, and they sell sterling silver, 925, and they that's pretty much all they sell, and it's a reasonable price.
Jenny, there's Jenny Gem's link in the chat as well. We have lots of resellers. Westside Gary, I should get him in there. He sells.
He does.
So
So
definitely.
yeah, I haven't been to him either. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I haven't.
I'll put his link in, and then you guys can sub to Gary. Certainly, we want you guys to support each other.
These people, they need to build their channels too, and and get more sales. I mean,
There's Gary's.
they're not on there. I mean, I don't. Yes, I would love to build my channel. I would love to build it. But not. I don't know. It doesn't bother me if I don't. But there are people that really need to have their channels built up so that they can get their jewelry sold, because this is their life. This is their business. This is what they're doing. That's why I have chosen to go on anybody's show that asks me to go on their show to sell jewelry. I have chosen to accept, because I would rather sell on their show than to do it on mine, because I would like to keep it as a devotion, although I'm going to do some unboxing and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just don't know. I mean,
Myra, did you get your link in there?
Yeah,
she got it in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just listed a bunch of links.
Thank you for being here, sweetie.
Blandine is having devotions and doing some things for the Lord. And thank you all for supporting her. And her choice is to be led by him and what he wants for her channel. And everybody has their own channel and what they want to do with it. And we all have things that maybe we feel led to do or what have you. And Blandine has her devotions, and she also reads from Sister Freaks, a book that we really enjoy about other female empowered women.
I want to share. Let me share. I emailed the lady. Remember the last one we?
Yes.
I remember the last story I wrote was last story I read was the woman in Russia, and I emailed her, and she emailed me back. So let me share that with y'all, because this is so sweet. Remember I read that she was in Russia. Oh, it was 121, I think. It was 120 something. Yeah. It was the last story I read, and I told you her. No, that's not it. It was 123 maybe. Oh, let me look it up. Anyway, I looked it up, and I looked her name up. And so it was an email there. And I emailed it, and I got a response. And I want to share that with y'all. Where was she? Dang it. Well, anyway, let me get her. Yeah. Why yelling packet that God can meet my needs. Now that was the last story, because I went back and I read that again, And I told y'all that I had emailed her, and she responded, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Because you
Yeah.
don't know whether these
Happy
people
about that.
are
Yeah.
still alive or if they've passed away and gone on to be with the Lord. And I was so excited, uh, and because in her story at the time she was in Russia, and I don't know how many years that was, and I'm trying to find. I can never find my email. But I'm going to share this, and then I have got to go because it's going to be getting late, and Mama will be tired. Let me see. Uh, I don't even know. Well, I don't remember if it said what year it was, and and I just didn't remember whether or not. Okay, here it is. Ready? Let me put me big, and I'm going to share this. Let me put me big. Okay, I said. And this is it's to the woman at gmail.com. And I said, "Hello, I found your story through the book of Sister Freaks by Susan St. James. I wanted to contact you to see what you were doing these days. How are you doing? Wanted to contact you and see if we could help you in any way. God has made a way that I have a channel on YouTube, so your story came up. Thanks for responding to me." And I wrote, "Just to serve, Blandine Fretwell." Well, I got a response, and I wrote that on August the 26th, and on August the 27th, I got a response. And this is what she said. She said, "Hello, great. I haven't read the book yet, but I remember I was interviewed for it when I was doing missions in Moscow. Can I hear the story anyway? I am still doing missions and help people to get to know God and try to spread his kingdom wherever I am. Now I am based in Siberia, and I don't know, I don't know where this place is. Siberia and KRASNOYARSK. I'm going to have to look that up. Good to hear from you. Thanks for letting me know that my story is somewhere there. God bless you." So then I responded, and I just said, "Is there anything we can do as a group to help you in any way? I don't know the place or the danger or what you live or how you live every day. Please let me know. Thanks." So, you know, uh, I don't know. I just don't know. But she did respond, and that I'm excited about that. To reach out to one of the women that we have learned about their story, and that they're still doing it. So, oh, there you are, Dawn. How'd that happen? So
I'm excited about this too. And guys, you did hear she's in Siberia. Obviously, that is a country like 12 feet of snow every day. It's super cold.
oh my goodness.
We're talking like Antarctica cold, okay? So hopefully she responds. This is exciting news, guys, because remember, I wanted to get us together as a group and help financially support these women that are over there, fighting the good fight, and they're missionaries and whatnot. So hopefully this woman will respond back to Blandine, and we will keep you updated. And eventually we will have another update on that. And soon, like I said, we will be hopefully supporting a missionary overseas that is like I said, fighting the good fight. So that will be coming soon. So we got to let Blandine go. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to join us. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, guys. And I love you guys. And I'm going to go. No, we're going today, Mama. So be ready. Be ready. I'm coming right now, honey. I got to get my medicine. Okay. Bye, guys. I
Bye.
love No. This thing is so hard to get out of.